Hi, I'm Tanner, a natural bodybuilder who's also getting into philosophy. And the topic of today is who am I to judge another when I myself walk as an imperfect man? This phrase was popularized, or it's often given accredited to a guy named John Doc Fuller in his book, The 10 Prison Commandments. Fuller is I did not know this was a real job until today. I thought this was a made up thing from the movie Get Hard with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. If you've seen it, it's hilarious, a little inappropriate, but it's really funny. But apparently, it's a real job. He's a prison coach and a motivational speaker, and obviously an author. Because, like I said, this quote is from his book. Um, but why should we judge people for being different, just like we are different? I have never met a normal person. I don't want to ever meet a normal person because at the end of the day, we are all different. We all have our little, for lack of a better word, quirks. We None of us are the same. So why should we sit here and be like, that guy likes anime? That guy plays D&D. He's a little too into Batman for me. It's like, why can that person not just enjoy what they enjoy and love what they love without receiving your judgment and your um without your insults, or and even if you're not directly saying anything to them, because I don't think many people are just like, you're a loser, you're into that, whatever. It's more like we sit here, and this is something I'm really bad about, so this is as much for myself as it is for other people. We sit here and we make these little judgments in our head all day long. I walk around and work, and I'm like, and I work at Walmart, so a million times I'll see customers, and I'll make a little judgment in my head, and I have to be like, shut that crap down. Like that is some random man or woman I don't know anything about. Um, and it's just like it. They're different, just like I'm different. They have their own interests, just like I have my own interests. Just as I wouldn't want them to judge me for what I like, I shouldn't be judging them for what they like. Um, and yeah, that was kind of the other thing, is that we know nothing of their situation. You see, I think, especially in the gym community, because that's kind of the other thing I do. Like I said, natural bodybuilding. It's very easy to look at an overweight person and have be like, you're lazy, you're fat, and it's all your fault. And while I do believe that our weight is within our control, that doesn't change the fact that I don't know their situation. I don't know why they ended up like that, whether they have a legitimate food addiction, whether or not there's a reason that they supplement with food. Like, food is some people's alcohol, food is some people's drugs. So like I I will never know why they are like that unless I ask them, unless I talk to them, unless I form a relationship there. I will never know. And that goes for a lot of other things other than just being an overweight person. That was just kind of the first example that came to my head. But yeah, I mean, like, to go ahead and make a judgment on someone, to say that they are something, to label them as something, to whatever, you don't know anything about them. It's not like, why? You're just as odd as them, but you know nothing of their situation, right? You can justify every oddity of yours because you know your situation, you know why you're like that, right? You can't do that for other people. The third thing I had written down is just, cringe isn't real. It's a government conspiracy, I'm convinced. The only cringe thing is not being your authentic self. I think with the rise of the internet and social media and all that, we have made a very big habit of getting on the internet, looking at someone and judging them and calling it cringe, and like, I just don't like that. Um, and then you have people who intentionally are cringe. It's like they'll make a video for the sake of being like, oh, I'm cringy and this is funny. But it's just like, I guess it kind of just circles back to the first 2 points. Essentially, is just like, to call something cringe just because you don't understand it, or whatever. I don't get it. I would much rather look at that person and smile and be like, dude, I'm glad you are showing off what you love. I'm glad you're showing others the thing that you are so passionate about. And I'm glad you're so passionate about it, you know? But to just judge it without knowing anything about it or them is dumb. And I think that has been a rising issue with the popularity of social media and the internet is cringe. Again, government conspiracy to make us dislike one another. I'm convinced. And to get biblical about it, because I have to. I have to. I want to. I don't. Um, we do possess the ability to righteously judge. But this isn't pertaining to like the previous points where I was talking about like looking on the internet and judging someone or being like, that guy looks kind of funny kind of thing. This is referring to like sins, to being like, hey, bro, what you're doing directly over the line of sin, directly over the line of being okay. And but we still do have to be careful with this because, um, as it says in the Bible, don't worry about the piece of sawdust in your brother's eye whenever you have a plank in your own. You know, don't sit there and try to righteously judge your friend because he's sinning whenever you're doing the same, if not worse. You know, that's where you have to be careful with the righteous judgment. As far as if you are going to attempt to righteously judge, you have to be careful to make sure it is. I'm kind of feel like I'm talking in circles here, but righteous. It can't just be you're sinning. Don't stop doing that, and I'm going to keep doing whatever the crap I want. No, it's hey, dude, I love you. I'm telling this you out of love. I think what you're doing is across the line. You know, it's not good. It's not right. It's sinful. And that to me is what it means to truly righteously judge. But yeah. Who am I to judge another when I myself walk as an imperfect man? Like I said earlier, we have little judgments throughout our day in our head all the time. And I know I am very bad about that. Just make an effort to block those out and to stop those and to be like, no, you're not doing that. You know, because at the end of the day, once again, this is a person who is weird and unique, just like you are, and you also know nothing about them or their situation. You have no idea why they're like that or why they love what they love, why they do what they do. So just do your best. I know it's hard. It's way easier said than done to just stop judging people altogether, but at least make an effort. At least put the effort forth. I think that counts for a lot. But yeah, today will be leg day. At the end of my gym vlog yesterday, I said it was my rest day. It's because I thought yesterday was Saturday and today was Sunday. I was wrong. I've been having to tell myself it's Saturday all day long. But yeah, it'll be leg day. Might have a special guest. I don't know. I'm picking up a buddy for the gym. I don't know if he's gonna have any interest in making the actual video. But yeah, thank you all. I'll see you all at the gym. Bye bye.